not forget to strike a bargain with Valhalla while we're out here. Every advantage helps.
Kratos.
inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around. Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there. Library bonus. Enclave of Mage has banned this tome. Notes on the use of yarrow stems. Interesting. A wall of spell enhancements, or trophies. Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine.